We're still in the northern region of Catalonia. I have been with my family in this land for more than 3 years now, and it already has a very special place in our lives. This is where we're raising our children, and we wanted to start this episode by showing you some of the wonders that this incredible land has got to offer. Today we're on our way to Valls, a little town in the region of Tarragona, just south of Barcelona, where we will go and talk about one of the culinary delights of Catalonia, the famous calçots. During the first third of the 20th century, the calçotada was a traditional meal for many families from Valls. And from the 1940s, this custom spread beyond the town, and it is now one of the most deeply rooted culinary traditions here in Catalonia. We're going now to the town of Pla de Santa Maria to meet the president of the IGP Calçot de Valls, which is the organisation that regulates the farming, the preservation of the calçots, and is a really cool culinary tradition. We're here in the hometown of calçotadas in Valls. Incredible vegetable, and it's actually got a regional denomination, which means that across Europe it can only come from here, just like champagne or Montgomery cheddar. And I'm here with Dalmasi, who is the head of the Calçots regional governing body. Dalmasi.
Hola, Daniel.
Hello, ¿qué tal?
Bon dia, benvingut.
Benvingut.
Molt bé.
Okay, so explain to me about this incredible vegetable and the history of where it came from and the story behind it and how important it is to Catalan culture.
El calçot fa 150 anys que un payés, un agricultor, descubrió por casualidad que los grillos pasados por la llama del fuego eran buenos. Y digo, hostia, esto está muy bien. 150 años más tarde, ahora, los restaurantes, las familias, los amigos, el trabajo, y se hacen calçotadas en todas partes. La calçotada tiene una cosa importante, que este hombre, que se llamaba Chat de Benages,
es el hombre más importante.
Este es el más importante.
El primero hombre.
Es el primero, Chat de Benages.
Sí, sí.
Este hombre supo que la calçotada es amistad, alegría, amigos, pasarlo bien, sin ninguna etiqueta ni no. Venga, tú y yo iguales, vamos a comer calçot y eso es lo importante del calçot.
Dalmasi tells me that the calçot requires a whole year to be able to be eaten. They plant the seeds in February, and in August they turn the onions in the soil, and then the harvest is finished in about April.
Y hasta el abril que cogemos los calçots. Es decir, el calçot es un cultivo lento que dura durante todo un año para que cuando llegue la época que es ahora podamos degustar todo lo que la tierra le da al calçot.
Bueno.
Si quieres te lo enseño.
Sí, por favor.
Vamos, cómo sale. Mire, que te he traído. Uno para ti, otro para mí. A ver. Vamos. Te explico. Este vamos a arrancar. ¿Veus? Sacamos. ¿Veus? Esto aquí es una cebolla. Esto es una cebolla que la plantamos, que es esto de aquí. Después la cebolla saca estos grillos y nosotros vamos tirando tierra para que la cebolla, para que el calçot se levante. Si no ponemos tierra, ¿veus? Y esto es así, ¿veus? Mire, ¿Veus? Hasta aquí es la tierra.
Yeah.
Desde aquí hasta aquí es lo blanco, que es lo que nos comemos, porque le hemos tirado tierra, que es esta tierra de aquí. Esta tierra.
With calçots, it's just like champagne. It's the denomination of origin. You can only call an onion calçot de Valls if it is grown in this region and it's certified and carries the label of the IGP, which is the organisation that Dalmasi is actually the president of. What makes it so special is the combination of the soil, the weather, and the particular type of onion, which is what gives it its sweetness and its softness of flavour in the mouth, and without any of the fibrosity. And also they do these 3 inspections a year to make sure everything is going well and it can be certified. So having such a strict inspection system makes it very hard, and you want to make sure that every single calçot that comes out of here has this certification. All the elements must be correct for each one of these onions to make it to your table. So for me as a fine dining chef, my favourite style of cooking is cooking over the fire, outdoors, rustic. And one of the most amazing things I've found eating these is just how the flavour and how sweet they are when you take them off, and then you get the smokiness of the flames and the wood. It's incredible. Why is that?
El punto más importante para que el calçot en la boca sea perfecto es, desde que ahora hemos cogido este calçot hasta que nos lo comamos, tienen que pasar 4 días, máximo. 4 días solo. Sí, entre la semana cogemos del campo, el fin de semana se come. El martes que viene volvemos a arrancar, el domingo hay que comer.
Sí.
Más cerca, con menos días se come, más bueno es.
Dalmasi also tells me that it's really important that the ground temperature doesn't go far below 0. If it does, the entire crop will be destroyed. He also says that the cold temperature is important for transferring the enzymes into sugar.
Lo que hacemos es, cortamos esta parte de hoja, nos sirve, cortamos esta parte de aquí abajo, de aquí, de raíz, cortado, a cuchillo,
Sí.
que ya lo veréis en el restaurante,
Sí.
a cuchillo. Y entonces, ¿qué es lo que pasa? Pasa que el agua, por eso hay que comer antes, porque el agua, el azúcar que hay dentro, la llama, lo cuece todo dentro del calçot. Y sale solo un poco por aquí, no sale nada y todo queda aquí. O sea, todas las propiedades que tiene el calçot se quedan dentro, porque solo se quema la parte de fuera. Dentro solo se quema la parte de fuera, ¿veus? Esto sería negro. Y solo comes esta de aquí. Solo comes esta parte de aquí.
Wow. For me,
¿Está bien?
I have never come across a complexity with an onion as much as this. Normally, the onions get planted in a field and that's it. This is a whole nother level, and the flavour, even...
Y el fuego, más fuego, la llama, más
But
dulce.
the flavour is very subtle, it's very sweet. You have the onion, but it's not like eating a spring onion. It's not like eating a leek, you know? It is an incredible flavour. When cooked over the flames, the smokiness of the wood and the fire and the sugar and the onion flavour, incredible. Now my breath is going to stink. Now we are heading to Dalmassi's warehouse at his farm, where he sells the calçots to families and anyone who wants to enjoy a proper calçotada.
Os damos este obsequio. Mire.
Gracias.
Ya está. Veus? Bien. Molt bé. Veus? Aquí, calçot davall.
Another interesting fact is the IGP are also working very closely with the Polytechnical University of Barcelona on trying to improve the seeds so they get a better product.
La Universidad Politécnica de Barcelona, que es de la Escuela
Now the fun part. We will go down now to try the calçotada. Dalmassi explains how important the vines are in the cooking process, and we just stumbled across a ton of them behind the restaurant. Catalonia has hundreds of restaurants that do the calçotada, and we're here at Dalmassi's friend's restaurant called Masia de Pla, where they're starting to cook hundreds of them for the Catalan Sunday lunch. There's always something fascinating about looking at the fire. I'm also thinking that these guys spend their days here cooking hundreds of thousands of calçots. And they're all so proud of what they do and how important this tradition is at this time of year to Catalonia. It's incredibly interesting. If you listen closely, you can hear the calçot chía, which means squeak. And as the temperature rises and the flames heat them, you can hear the squeaking and squealing as the calçots as they cook in the open flames. On the last Sunday of January, this town opens its doors in the middle of peak season to the Calçotada festival. People come from all over the region to drink wines produced by the cooperative farms, and of course, calçot eating competitions. We've been told that the winner eats over 200 of them. What I've learned is that the calçotada is a meal that marries gastronomy with the land, the local weather, the composition of the soil, and the farmer's special commitment to give Valls calçots a flavour of their own. The commitment of these guys with the most sustainable ways of growing and eating them is actually really remarkable and something that farming could learn from across Europe. Okay, so tell me, what is it we're going to be eating with our calçots?
Esto, almendras,
Sí,
perejil,
sí.
tomates, ajo, pimiento.
¿Es picante?
Un
¿Es
poquitín,
spicy?
Un poquitín.
Eso es esto.
A esto,
Sí.
correcto.
¿Con agua o aceite?
Con agua. Carne. Aquí,
Bueno.
pica un poco. Todo triturado, resultado, con
Sí.
aceite
Sí.
de oliva. Sabor fuerte, bueno.
¿Y qué pasa con el vino? ¿Es en aquí o para tomar?
Vino después, vino. A caballo.
This is the most important bit, yeah?
Secreto.
Yeah.
Medio.
Oh.
Bien.
Increíble. It's sweet, como dulce, y como el sabor de leña y de fuego.
Muy buenos.
Ah.
Para repetir.
Sí.
Repetimos.
And this is what it is all about. Oh, incredible. So these are the sticks, these are the vine. This is all cut at the end of the wine season, November, October. Around October, once the grapes have been picked for the wine, this is then trimmed and cut down and dried. And this is what they use to cook. And this creates a real interesting smoky flavor that is incorporated into the calçots. And the interesting part for me really is just how everything has been integrated in a very, very local area. We were talking about these are completely organic, come from the vineyards. It's used to smoke it, the water, the earth, and all that incorporates into this incredibly traditional and important part of Catalan culture and the family and bringing it all together. And by the fact that we're using everything from the local area that's all grown locally, just adds to how important this is a tradition and food for the Catalan region. Gracias. I'll say goodbye now to Francisco so we can go enjoy a proper Catalan Sunday lunch where part of the menu is obviously unlimited calçots. So let's see how many we can eat. For me, what is one of the most important aspects of everything that we've learned today, and something I keep finding on all our culinary adventures here in Spain, is how sustainability is at the core of all agricultural production, and how they marry this into tradition, fiestas, where families come together to enjoy produce of the land. Only at the right time of year do they actually eat the food. Eating seasonally and growing these products organically and then passing on their family traditions from generations to generations is really an incredible thing to see. I think it's so cool how they take fiestas and families and friends and they combine in together to enjoy life, but also talk about the number one subject in this country, which is food.